I read in a comment. See, that's me to my problem. If Hello, good morning, and welcome to another episode of Girls. As usual, we like to mix it up a bit, so we have Mel here. My name is Geraldine, and
my name is Kofi.
And I'm Amisma.
So they're going to help us with our story for today. This was actually put on our site this morning. We've had it from last week, so we wanted to know your views on this. A lady, so her name is Abba, she had been having issues with childbirth for 15 years. Her friend sent her to a native doctor in her village. Then he gave her some concoctions to drink. She was supposed to drink that for 2 weeks, and she was supposed to drink it for a week, and after 2 weeks she got pregnant. She delivered a girl, and now the native doctor is asking her to bring the child for their traditional festival in the village. But he's given her 2 days or she dies. Now, what's the deal with it? She's like, help me, because I don't know what I'm going to do in this situation. What do you think? She should take the child? She's scared. She doesn't know what's going to happen to her child.
First of all, I would want to know, the concoction made her pregnant, or?
Apparently. She drank it for a week.
She has a husband who she slept with. After the concoction was given, the womb was opened, or the concoction made her pregnant.
Well, that's what we don't know.
I don't think there's any proof for this. I mean, you can't really ascertain
because
whether...
if it's a Mary Joseph story, we know that the Holy Spirit overshadowed Mary.
Yes.
And then she became pregnant.
Yes.
Now she was asked to devote her son to the ministry.
Yes.
And she gladly did. So there are two ways. If I took the concoction and I did what I was supposed to do as a woman to get the baby, I'll be here and there. But I mean, if you've asked me to bring the child, for what in the first place?
Mm-hmm. To come and, I don't know, for the festival.
Well, I don't know what she thinks, but I mean, I don't see what.
I think I wouldn't take my baby to see the native doctor because first of all, like Kofi was asking, you don't know. Though I came to you for help, for assistance, I'm not too sure whether it was the concussion that got me pregnant.
But you believe that you went to him for it. You haven't given birth for you've not been able to give birth for 15 years.
In any case, okay, was there any sort of agreement with the native doctor and this lady that within this specific number of weeks or this period of time, after I've given birth, you will call me back to bring my baby? What was the sort of arrangement between them? That
we don't know, but you know, normally when you go and someone does something for you, you have to go back and give thanks.
Exactly, appreciation.
But this one, he's asking for the child.
I wouldn't, because one, I do not know what he's going to do with my child. So if that one has been made clear that I just want to see the baby, then of course, yes, I'll bring him or I'll bring her back to you. But since I do not know exactly what he is going to use my baby for, I wouldn't. I would prefer to die.
But did you ask him, let's put this, did the lady ask what the concoction was before she even took it? No, she just believed.
Yes, she believes that, yes.
People, I mean, do desperate things and do things that
so now you have to pay for the consequences of your
yes,
I believe that if you have been to a native doctor before, I haven't been to a native doctor before, but I know what happens.
You know stories about it.
I mean, if you go to a native doctor, you put your petition before him or her, and then she requires some things to be brought before the process is done. Now, if you do that and you have been given a solution, the next thing is to come in or something. So probably you would have done that already. So why should you come back with your child to a festival or something sort of? What if you come and the child dies? What will happen? You have to go for another concoction. So it's a...
Can we
don't
take
really
this?
understand
Does anything
what
good
the
come
native
from the
doctor
native
wants.
doctor?
Oh yes,
Well-
the baby has come from a native
And so
doctor,
that's a
No,
thing.
but where is the baby from? You know, we have those
The
things where
source.
the baby might be evil, it might grow up having diseases
So I think
and
there's
things.
just two options here. I mean, just like you said, you bring the baby or you die. I think in this case, I'll prefer to die to save my baby. I
You
will-
saved the baby.
I'll save
That
the
came from the native doctor. And kill
Yes.
yourself.
Because this is something that she's also been or have been waiting for 15 good years. Okay. And so within some period, as a mother, I wouldn't want to, since I do not know the consequences of whatever is going to happen once I bring my baby to you.
Yeah.
And it is a traditional festival. There are a lot of things that goes on through during traditional
Yes,
festival, a lot of
yes,
sacrifices. And since I cannot pinpoint exactly what he's going to do with my baby, let the death come. I'll take the death and leave my baby.
But for me, I don't know where I stand, but I mean, both cases work for me. I mean, now let me use a Bible scenario. I was talking about Hannah, who was 100 years. No, Abraham was 100 years. Hannah was 99.
Yes.
She had never seen, or Sarah, yeah, she had never seen a child. And angels appeared to her. And the angels mentioned to her that she was going to bring forth a child at her age.
Yeah.
And then she was laughing. She didn't believe it, but after some time, she conceived, and then she gave birth. Now, Abraham was told that I am the Lord, and I give you the son. Bring your son to the altar and sacrifice the son that I have given to you. He gladly went because he knew specifically that he was going to use a son for a sacrifice. And if you sacrifice to God, he will bless you.
We believe that good things come from God. So whatever he has planned for you, it would be good.
So a native doctor doesn't have good plans for people.
I don't believe you can get
No.
anything
So why do people
good.
go to them for money rituals?
This is a traditional festival, and you know the kind of things that goes on during traditional festival.
But I mean, well, they say you should just bring the baby. They haven't specified.
Then you take your
But
baby and you don't
maybe
go
just
back
come
home
and-
with your
It could be-
baby.
It could be something good happening to your baby. I mean, something that
Maybe,
might not be death.
if your baby dies or you don't go back with the baby, you sacrifice the baby for more babies. So, I mean,
Let me read some of the comments here. George Donko is saying, if you can consult a human being for a child, then follow his orders or else you die. So
Sure.
if you've gone to him for a baby, I mean, if he's telling you to bring the baby, bring the baby. Latif is saying you can't eat your cake and have it. Allah is with Sarib. You should have been patient to get your child from God. Another person, Justice, is saying it's not a matter of fasting and prayers. He just asked you to bring the child to the festival. He didn't say he's going to kill the child. Just go and complete your obligations for once. He sees nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
But you really don't know what he's going to do with your baby. You really don't know.
That's why I said
This is a
earlier.
risk I wouldn't take.
That's why I said earlier.
I wouldn't
that
take this risk.
I don't
It
think I will
It
either.
depends on the native doctor that she went to. If she has gone to the native doctor and she has been able to fulfill everything that she's supposed to do and has gone back to Darcy, I don't think the
You don't
native
even
doctor will
know.
come back.
The story doesn't
And
say
ask-
whether she
No,
went
I mean,
back.
we watched.
Well, I
these,
think she didn't give
movies
us
and
a lot of
everything.
details on that,
Exactly.
but it seems like she's in trouble and he's asking her to bring the baby.
Who caused the trouble?
Because
Herself.
yes. For him to say, come back with the baby, then it means there's something that has gone wrong. She hasn't done something right, and it looks like he's saying, come back with the baby.
So, or the baby no be and that's here, or what?
Maybe the baby just has to be part of the traditional festival.
Because the ending where he says that if you do not bring the baby,
Within 2 days.
you will die.
Okay, so now I'm putting myself in a woman's shoes.
Okay.
It's very difficult to get married. That is the first thing.
Yeah.
Now, if God blesses you, you get a man because if you are not married at a certain age, pressure comes from your peers,
Yes.
your family, your parents,
Yeah.
and people around you.
Everywhere.
Therefore, you must, make a conscious effort to get married.
Okay.
Now, you are married. For 15 years, you haven't heard the cry of a baby. Your Asa will either say you are a witch,
Yeah.
you've chewed all the babies in your womb, or you are barren. And if they tell you you
If
are
they tell
barren,
you are barren, that's even better than saying you've chewed your baby.
exactly. So, desperate measures have to be taken. You will go to the native doctor.
Okay.
And the native doctor has given you a child. You bore the child for 9 months in your womb. And you have given birth to the child. I don't know how old the child was,
Yeah.
but to keep the child, after going through all first trimester, second trimester, third trimester, vomiting, eating double, feeling
You have experience
pains.
in this.
There are a lot of complications in pregnancy.
Yeah.
And then now you've given birth, and they said that bring the child. Just for the child to survive and yourself to survive.
We don't know if
No.
the child will survive.
You
We
do
don't
not
know
know
if
whether
you
the child is
yourself
going
will
to survive.
survive.
But from what the story is saying, it's saying that if you don't bring the child in 2 days, you will die and the child will survive. So it means that if you bring the child,
We don't
You
know
will
for a
survive.
fact what
System
would
is not
happen.
conclusive. It didn't say
Yes.
what's going to happen to the
won't die.
child.
The child won't die. They would have stated it in the story.
No.
What
No,
if
there's-
he kills the mother?
there's
Then he
no
goes
way.
to take the child from wherever the child is because the mother is not around anymore and kills the child as well.
But the only way you will be killed is when you don't present the child at the festival. That is
Okay, so you're
maybe-
thinking
know that-
about
looking
saving
at-
yourself
These
then.
people are
And
smart.
putting the
These native
child
doctors
at
are
risk.
smart. There's no way he's going to tell you that.
Not saving
bring-
yourself, not saving yourself per se, but it is English that is written there. If we are going by the grammar,
Okay.
it says that bring the child or
Or
you die
in the next 2
after
days.
2 days.
Okay.
Whatever the native doctor is thinking is up to him. Are you going to, do you prefer to live with your child or you prefer to die and leave your child behind? A child that you got from a native, or something, native doctors, what do we call it?
Okay.
For all you know, it wasn't even through the concussion that actually got her pregnant. But this story, we
that's why
believe
I-
it
that's
was
why
from the
I-
native doctor that
Yes,
she got
we
the
want to
baby.
believe that
So
it
the
was
lady-
the native
the
And
lady
there's
in
no
question
way
has
the
a
native
husband.
doctor is going to
She's
Yes.
tell.
married for 15 years.
Yes.
So the husband couldn't do the do-to. And the native doctor gave her a concoction. And she took the concoction. After 2 weeks,
Yes, she got pregnant.
she got pregnant. So it means that it's the concoction that opened the womb for the womb to be able to capture the sperm or whatever. I don't
So
know.
what
So
you are telling
whatever
us
it
is-
is, it is the concoction. Now, because the husband was there for 15 years, he couldn't do anything.
Okay.
Okay, so now if you were in the position of the husband, you actually allow your wife
To take your baby.
the baby, because
If
now
my
you know
wife-
that
if
the
my wife
baby
had
didn't
told
come
me-
from you.
If she had told me, say,
Yes.
she went to a native doctor, we'll all come to a consensus and say that, to save the child and yourself, let's take the baby
But
to the festival.
But behind
Maybe you call the police and things for them to be around there in case anything
yes,
goes on.
because nothing good comes from these traditional festivals. Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh no, there are lots of things. There are a lot of good things that happen.
not-
With
not
the
a festival.
spiritual ritual parts behind
They
their
didn't say
festival.
ritual. They said festival. You go
Exactly.
to Homowo.
But you go for the
They
festival
said
if
Homowo,
you
they
are from
driving
the
away,
native
what do
doctor.
we call it? Hunger. So we go and witness
But the
hunger
question
being
also
driven
here
away.
is,
But you know the libations they pour and then the things they say and
Mother Earth. It's for Mother Earth. So Mother Earth.
the
is
question
taking
even
it.
here we should also try to clarify is this to this festival or taking it to maybe the shrine or whatever of the native daughter?
Say
Because if it
festival.
was
for the festival, the traditional
Because the
festival.
native
Just the
doctor will be.
traditional
But
festival.
what if the baby is supposed to be a part of like the ritual for the festival? That is what we don't know and we want to prevent.
Oh, even if
Like I
you're
said
part,
earlier,
I mean,
I won't
maybe
take this risk.
the
That's
native
too much,
doctor
a big
wants to
risk.
test your pulse or he wants to test your faithfulness to him because he is the one who gave you the child. So you go and he says, "Oh, you want to sacrifice that?" You put the child there. Then maybe the native doctor will tell you how God told Abraham that look behind the
Oh,
salad. You know, it could be either ways.
I
would
believe
do
this is not a religious thing. I mean, it's not something I believe in, so I won't send the baby there. Cause
But you didn't believe in it. Why did you go there for?
she, as you said, she was desperate.
At that moment, she was desperate, and so you
So you want
said.
to be ungrateful.
You're not being
Now
ungrateful.
it looks
She's
like she's
probably
come back to her senses and she's beginning to think and
but
think
you
about her
didn't
actions.
know you had
No,
senses
at that
and you went
moment,
to-
when she was very desperate, like you mentioned,
You
she's
know-
been in the marriage for
Let me
15 good
tell you
years. All
something.
the comment that is coming
Something
around.
little that I know.
okay.
Everything that we do in life has implications.
Yes.
They do.
Both good implications and bad implications. Therefore, if you are going to do something, you should think about it twice before.
That is why I
You
feel like
take the
yes,
step.
the implications that I would take, the consequences that I would take, that I will lose my life and then save the baby.
For what?
So,
So the baby
I have
lives
a
because
comment
this is a
here.
baby.
Daniel is saying, I prefer to die, please.
You prefer
Let's
to
send the
die,
baby.
please. Okay,
Yes.
go and die.
I'm gonna die. Because I
Daniel,
cried
go and
for
die.
this baby for 15 good years. Let the baby live.
If you cried for the baby 15 good years and you were not patient enough for God who gives babies and doesn't ask for anything afterwards to give you a child, and you go to a native doctor who is a human being and has his own rules and regulations surrounding his religion, and the native doctor is asking for
I
the
think
head
she was
of your
too
baby.
desperate and took like a rash decision. Because I
That's
mean,
what I'm saying
now
that.
we are in a technological age.
That's what I'm saying. That
She could have done something
that's what
about
I'm saying. Oh, what IVU or what?
it. Yes.
Really?
The
She
story
hasn't
doesn't
tried
give
it.
a lot of information, but
think
with
she
the
hasn't
little
tried
information
it?
that is given,
It's like
I
she's
said,
tried too many things.
yes, I'm sure she might have gone back because you see, these people, when they give you this kind of support or they help you, it doesn't just end there. They give you
Yes.
the baby and then you go. So I'm sure there are a lot of things she had actually done, and somewhere along the line, maybe something didn't go right, or the doctor wanted to come back with the baby. But since I also do not know exactly what he's going to do with the baby, save my life.
If you go to Rome, you do what the Romans do. You've gone to a native doctor, and you know that he will require some things from you. Fakolane brakeke. Just take the child, and then.
It's not easy. You suffered for
You
the
don't know
baby
what's
and
going to
now
happen after.
No, you see.
You might even go at that particular moment, nothing might happen to the baby. You will come back and then you might even
Then
lose the baby.
stay childless. Don't go anywhere. Wait for God, the Almighty, to give you a child. He will not ask anything from you.
okay. So it seems like Abba, we are basically telling you that you have to fulfill your obligations to the native doctor.
I don't know. Is it Baba fear God or?
Go and see what he has to say for you, whatever rituals he wants you to perform to save yourself. Hopefully you're able to save your baby as well.
No.
And your family will be safe. My name has been Geraldine, and we've been
my
with.
name has been Kofi as well.
And this is Mami Suma.
So we'll see you tomorrow again. Hopefully Abba is able to save her baby. Bye.
Bye.